Yo,
Yo,
welcome to the Kryptik Show.
hey,
In this
yo, what the fuck?
episode, we will
Yo, what the
discuss the
fuck with the
top
robo
10.
voice? Yeah, welcome to the Kryptik Show. We're doing a top 10 today. It's not really a top 10. It's just a list of 10
Just the top
underground
10
rappers.
underground rappers you have to hear before you die.
Again with the fucking robo thing. Don't you hate that? Alright, fuck off robo thing. Here we go. So, we got 10 underground rappers that are slightly underrated. Not enough people have heard of them. So I'm going to list them for you, especially for the younger guys. If you're into rap, if you're a rapper especially. But here are 10 you should not miss. Alright, let's go. Starting at number 10, Cool G Rap. Not exactly unknown in the underground. Everybody knows Cool G Rap. You kind of gotta know Cool G Rap if you any type of underground or hardcore fan rapper, especially. He's influenced tons and tons of good rappers. Started back in '85 or something with DJ Polo. Then put out some other shit, some solo stuff. Lots of cameos, lots of features. Always fire. You gotta check out Cool G Rap. If you don't know who Cool G Rap is, you're missing out for sure. Okay, so you gotta check out this dude. Number 9, surprisingly enough, not 9, but Shahin. Shahin, young kid from the Wu-Tang camp. Early 90s, came out with his shit when he was only 13, 14 years old. Got some really cool stuff out there. Since his first album, aka The Rugged Child, he's put out a couple more albums, got some features as well. Steady rhymer, highly underrated. Number 8, we're gonna talk about R.A. the Rugged Man. He's been active since the early 90s as well. Hasn't put out a ton of stuff in the early days, but was always surprising, always crazy. His recent shit is off the chain, man. He's gotten so much better since his early stuff, and it was always good. So you gotta check out R.A. the Rugged Man. Next up on the list, number 7. Killer Priest, another dude coming from the Wu-Tang family, Sons of Man. He's put out a ton of solo stuff. He's kind of a super religious, mystical kind of rapper type dude. Highly intelligent, highly recommended if you love that deep rap shit, okay? Killer Priest, don't forget. Then at number 6, we've got Smooth the Hustler. Smooth the Hustler hasn't put out that much. He's got one solo album, Once Upon a Time in America. Definitely good. He brought a whole new type of quick lyricism. You really need to check it out. Just listen to those words, listen to those rhymes. He's got a really revolutionary way of doing shit. And the sad thing is, it's kind of disappeared since then. So who knows? Maybe one of you youngins want to pick it up and roll with that. Smooth the Hustler. Number 5, surprisingly 9. Okay, 9, aka 9 He's been active off and on. What is it? 94, 95. He put out his album 9 Lives. A couple years later, put out Cloud 9. One of my favorite rappers of all time. Amazing solo artist. He can fill an album like nobody's business. After that, he got kind of fallen off the radar a little bit, but then he put out something underground. Quine 9, if I'm not mistaken. And recently, he's got out something with his buddy Jesse West, who's on this list too. Okay, number 4. Here we go. Jesse West, aka Third Eye. Amazingly underrated. High-level producer. Did early shit for Bad Boy, and nobody knows. Nobody knows who he is, or not enough people know who he is. He's got an album, Planets, which I don't know how many copies it sold, but I got mines, and it is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's one of those shits that never gets old. So hard to find. Third Eye and 9, both kind of hard to find. Maybe also because of the name is really difficult to search and get the right results, but it's worth it, man. Find them. Number 3, Bush Babies. Okay, the Bush Babies. Now, these guys were young kids in the early 90s, and they put out an album called Ambushed, their first album, which was rocking, really banging and shit. Kind of a shame that the only 2 videos they put out of it were kind of the softer tracks on the album, which kind of, to me, kind of sucked, because the album is popping, it's really sick. Then they put out a second album called Gravity, which to me kind of sucks. Critics tend to like the second one more than the first, and I think they're out of their fucking minds, because the first one, Ambush, is banging. Check it. Then at number 2, we got Blase Blase. Now, they have one kind of hit called Danger, which kind of had something to do with the East Coast, West Coast beef kind of thing. It is said, anyway. just a fire album. The album's called Blah Blah Blah. It's just dark and nice. If you like that bass, you're gonna love this shit. Hard rhymes, crazy scratches, PF cutting, the DJ is really, you know, it's really sick. You gotta check it out. Blah Blah Blah. Sad thing is they only got that one album out, but more recently they got a lot of collabos over YouTube and stuff with MOP's people and all that kind of shit. So you need to check out Blase Blase as well. And then we get to number one now. Again, this list is in no particular order, but number one on my list here is King Just. Staten Island, Shaolin camp, kind of separate from the Wu-Tang Clan thing, but active in the same time. He put out his first album, I believe in '94 something, called Mystics of the God. It's his only album, solo anyway, and I really loved it. His style is super unique. Big influence on me anyway, definitely worth checking out. Now more recently he's done something with Pop the Brown Hornet, also from the Wu-Tang family kind of thing. It's called The Emperor and the King, Best of Both Hoods, something like that. I haven't found it yet, but you can find the singles and loose videos on YouTube, so that's worth a check. That was high tempo. So far my list of 10 people or 10 acts that you really need to check, especially if you're a new guy. You have to know what happened in the past. It's easier to find the more mainstream stuff. This particular list, a little less easy to find, so I figured it's worth to put it up. Guys, enjoy all that stuff, learn from it, and love it. Kryptik out. Peace.